Hi everybody, it's Stephanie with Planning with Peanutty. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am redating an old Happy Planner two different ways. So if you have an old planner, you can find them on clearance usually, and you need to redate it for the new year, definitely hang in there. It will show you two different methods. You can pick which way you like better, and hopefully this helps. So first things first, this is an old Miss Maker mini planner, but you could use this for any size planner. Now hang on to that packaging that comes wrapped around those planners. We'll come back and use that later. So you can see this is the old Miss Maker 2019 planner. Again, this one is mini, but you could do this with any size planner you want. And I'm just going to pull that packaging off, remove that little sticky dot. And you guys, this Miss Maker planner, let's just take a moment. I love the old Happy Planners. They were so colorful and fun. And you can see the hot pink metallic discs. The Miss Maker was one of the planner girls that came out that year in the Planner Girl line. And so fun. Look at those icons. All right, let's just remove some of this packaging. All right, so, just for a fun comparison, let me grab my Miss Maker. And I did get the classic size this year, but you could see the difference in just the colors from that one a couple years ago to the one this year. Very different color palette. Just look how fun. And then, for example, let's look at that year at a glance page. No comparison, right? How colorful that last one was to the neutral tone that everybody begged for, which is now what we have today. So I just love this old Miss Maker. Really cute. Oh yeah, even the currently page, let me show you real quick. Okay, so there's the currently page for February, but you can see the old style had this cute clipboard, all these bright colors and fun different sections for notes and things. Okay, so in case you wanted to see what all the hubbub was about the old Miss Maker, let me give you a quick flip through. Now, this planner is actually my mom's. So I'm setting this up for my mom. A few years ago, she was smart enough to buy several of these mini Miss Maker planners at the warehouse sale that the Happy Planner had down in LA. And I believe they were $3 each. So she was smart and grabbed a couple of them. So we just need to redate it for her for this year. So that's why I have this little project. But usually you can find old planners in the craft stores. You can find them online. And then, maybe you hang on to them until the next year. And then instead of buying a new planner for $30+, you could use one of these old ones that you got on clearance for about 10 or less than 10. All right, so I just absolutely love this planner. It's really cute, and she was really smart to buy several of them while they were at such a reduced price. I mean, when was the last time you saw this much color in a Happy Planner? I don't know. There's the Miss Maker girl. All right, just everything crafty. Really cute. And then even the cover has little stitches on it. All right. Okay, so let's get into redating it. So method number one, I'm going to call matching the day. So in this method, we're going to look for months that match the correct number of days and starting on the correct day to this year. So I'm going to pull open just any old calendar. You could use your phone if you don't have a current calendar, and look at the year at a glance section. And I'm going to grab a piece of paper and write down which months match. So what we're looking for which month has the right days. So let me open both to page at a glance. So that mini, I'm going to leave it open to that year that the mini is dated. So for February, for example, we need a month where the 1st is on a Tuesday. So then looking at that mini planner, it turns out January of that year started with a Tuesday on the 1st. So we could use January of the 2019 planner for February this year. So then you go through the entire year, and towards the end of the year, it starts getting where there's no exact match. So I found that there were 3 months at the end of the year that don't have an exact match because I'd already used them elsewhere. So most of the months you can find a match for. So then once we know which month we're going to use for 2022, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull all the months out of here. There we go. And then put them in the correct order now. So for example, we were going to use June for January of 2022. So I'm going to pull June out, and that will become January, so it can go down first. And you can put them right on the discs, but I'm not going to for now. All right, and the rest of the year according to the chart that you figured out. So again, we were matching to the days. We're matching which month has the correct day starting of the month. So if the first is on a Wednesday, we need a month that has the first on a Wednesday. That's what we're matching. That's why I call it match the day system. Okay, so once we have our month, we will need to make a couple edits. Like we don't want it to say 2019. We could use some whiteout for that. We would also need to come in and change the holidays. These June holidays are not going to match. The June month, we'll need to cover that up. And then you would also need to change the divider. So if you had a sticker, you could put over the divider. But you could leave the numbers alone. You would change the month up there at the top of the week, but you could leave the numbers of the weeks alone. So that's the pro of doing matching the day system, is you could leave all those days alone. Again, just fixing the holidays, the year, and the months. But the days you could leave. Now in February, you run into some issue because you're using a month that has more days than February, but you can, use correction tape and find a way around that. Again, just covering the month and the year and any holidays. But pretty convenient that you wouldn't have to change all the days. Okay, so that was method 1. I like to call that matching the days because we're picking any month you want as long as the days are correct. Okay, now with this method, one of the negative aspects is it puts your dividers all cattywampus. Let me see if I can straighten this out a little bit to show you what I mean. So see, what happens is you no longer have that perfect set of 6 dividers coming down perfectly in a row, and then the last 6 months perfectly in a row. So this for me is a deal breaker. I would not be able to handle these dividers being out of order. If this is not a deal breaker for you, this might be the easier way for you to redate a planner. It's totally up to your preference. There's no right or wrong. But for me, having the dividers out of that, I couldn't handle it. So I'm going to put them back in the right order, what I'm going to call the right order, and we'll go through method number 2, which I'm going to call matching the month. So in matching the month, we're going to leave January for January, we're going to leave February for February, etc. So the months stay in the correct order, and I fully understand that the negative side of doing it my way is there are 365 days that will need some adjusting. So now, the year to view, obviously these years are out of date. So I thought about you could glue them together so that they don't show. I asked my mother what she preferred because this is her planner and she likes to add things to her planner. So she likes to add a lot of pictures and things. So she said she would just cover those with pictures. So we're going to leave those 2 pages there for her. She can decorate them and cover them and enjoy them that way. So I'm going to use a calendar just as reference. And again, if you don't have a 2022 planner, you could just look one up online. And you can see we might need to adjust some of these holidays. Is President's Day going to be on the same day? Probably not. So I'm just going to mark it out with a pen because I'm not too concerned about that part being very cute. But you could come in with maybe a correction tape or a sticker. Okay, so now our monthly view, the month is correct. The year is still wrong. So I will use some correction tape. I'll put links to these tools in the description below. I love this dry correction tape. You don't have to wait for it to dry. And I thought we could just leave 20, but 20 doesn't make sense either. It'd be 22 would make sense, but 20 by itself would have made sense 2 years ago, but let's cover that whole year. Okay, and then we will need to change the numbers on the days. Okay, so let me actually, I think I'll pull these out just so it's a little easier to work with. Okay, and keep that correction tape close by. And I would strongly recommend, if you were going to do this system, to get yourself a dry correction tape like this, because you don't want to have to sit around and wait for a liquid correction fluid to dry and then put your stickers down. And then the other thing I would definitely recommend is the Dates and Holidays sticker book. I love this sticker book. It has months of the year and a lot of dates and the holidays. And then you have these tiny little black numbers. Let me find them here. There we go. That I like to use on these month at a glance pages. So as long as we make sure now to start dating from the correct date, put the first on the correct day, then we can go ahead and put in the rest of the month. Now this method is time consuming. This is one of those projects where I'll sit down in the evening with maybe like a 6-hour long movie. I'm thinking Pride and Prejudice, 1995, but maybe a couple movies or a trilogy or something, because it will take a good 4 or 5 hours to redate the entire year. But if you like planners, you like stickers, you enjoy doing it, you don't mind. I don't mind doing it. I kind of like it. I might be weird that way. Let me know if you're weird like me. But I don't mind redating it. So there's our month. We don't need to change the month on there because it's still January. I will go ahead and take December off of this one because we're just going to do January. And then it's not ideal to have that white correction tape on these colorful days of the week, but I don't mind it so much. Once we put that little number sticker on there, it's not as visible. And again, that's that hot pink Dates and Holidays. You can still find it on the Happy Planner website. You can still find it in the craft stores. And I would just redate the rest of the planner like so. So that is going to be the match the month system, because we just leave January as January, February is February, and it doesn't matter when that month started. And those are the two methods. So let me grab some more accessories as we finish getting my mom's planner here set up. She also bought some of these really cute mini sticky note dashboards. Look at this. It's the Happy Planner punch as a sticky note. That's just so adorable. That yellow frame's kind of reminding me of the Friends peephole frame. Really cute. Little checklists, little tag. So let's just pop that in there. You always need sticky notes, right, in your planner? All right, and then let's grab that packaging that I said to put aside at the beginning. We can turn this into a dashboard. It's already punched, and it's this nice thick plastic. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut the bottom open by just cutting across there. And then you'll see here the top is glued together, and I've tried separating those layers. It's not gonna happen. So I just cut underneath those glued on layers. And then I'm just going to cut straight across there. And you can pretty much use any scissors you have. It's pretty easy to cut. All right, that section I will toss. And then you don't want to leave these sharp corners. You want to come in and around those corners, because it is that thick plastic, and those corners can be sharp and scrape you. We don't want that to happen. So we'll just round them out. Careful using sharp objects. And they're not as sturdy as the store-bought dashboards, but they're pretty good. They're a nice little bookmark. You could stick sticky notes on them. You can decorate them with stickers or washi tape. So don't throw that away. Seeing it's already punched. You wouldn't be able to punch this thick plastic with your Happy Planner punch, but it's already punched for you. So you can just throw that in there. You can put it in front of your note paper or maybe where your day is. and it will stick up above that paper as long as you don't cut it too short. And if you did cut it too short, you could just cut it down under the next hole and start over. And you can see there, it's easy to grab. Voila. Okay, so let's grab some more accessories. All right, now she has a mini deluxe cover that she used last year, so we're just going to recycle it. I'm going to pull out her planner from last year. You can see another one of those mini mistmakers. We did end up putting classic size discs on there because she's got this stuffed full. It's so adorable. Okay, so let's grab some accessories. So her mini pocket, we've already taken out any important information. And some of these little half sheets and some note paper. And her dashboard, you can see she just loves putting pictures in it. Almost a planner slash memory planner. All right, and then she's got a couple bookmarks in here. This top one's magnetic. I don't think this one was, oh, you know what? That one was a Happy Planner brand. And then the Mistmaker, they used to have a lot more accessories, and one of them was a pack of paper clips like that. So that was a Mistmaker paper clip. All right, let's put this pocket in here. You can see that pocket's a little more pastel. That's right. And then she has this mini dashboard. I think we'll put the filler paper in here before January. These are, I believe they're Martha Stewart half sheets, because any of the disc bound systems, those holes are the same distance apart. So you can grab some of that Martha Stewart stuff, some of the tool stuff, and it's going to work with the Happy Planner. All right, so I think I'll put this dashboard in where the day is. And I think we'll put this homemade one elsewhere. We'll put it in the back for now, and then if she needs it, she'll have it. I love the disc bound system. It's so easy to move everything around, add accessories, take out accessories, add pages, take out pages, put bigger discs. I just love it. All right, let's grab that deluxe cover. You can still find some of these as well. I believe the Happy Planner has some in their sale section. And you can see it even has a little pen loop, so she's ready to go. We just pop that in there. All right, and we're all set up for 2022. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Click like if you like this video, subscribe to see more. Let me know if you have any questions about redating your planner. I'll give you a quick flip through here. I think it turned out really cute. Accessories, pockets, the Mistmaker, we'll add her name to that. Some note sheets and half sheets. And then redated the months and the days. And again, it will be time consuming if you do the match the month system that I like to do. But at least the monthly tabs are in order, which is what is really important. If you know a way to keep the monthly tabs in order and not have to redate 365 stickers twice, let me know. That might take some figuring it out, but I bet we could do it. But thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.